Last time I saw you, we were in Miami. We were at a fight, and we were talking off the air that you told me that you had just cooked dinner at Sly's house. Can you please tell the story? I want to know everything about that because that's a dream night. That's so cool.
If you want to think about it as a dream,
yeah,
you couldn't have it blow up and be as far-fetched as it really was. I mean, your imagination can't go off as far as this went. It's still, to this day, probably of all the greatest things that have happened in my career or people that I've met. And I think you've probably met some that you're like, gosh, I wish you were a lot more excited than that. You know,
tell me.
So I got a call from Jay Glazer, who, you know, Jay,
sure.
good buddy of mine in your game.
Yeah.
And Jay says, hey, and I had met Sly previous couple of times. He said, hey, Sly wants to invite us over to watch the fight, the one that's happening over in Saudi Arabia. And I said, yeah, totally down. I said, but can I cook something? I don't want to just come over. Can I, it's the fight. Let me make something. No, let me call. Calls back. He says, no, Sly says he's getting sandwiches. Everything's cool. I said, well, if you don't think it's going to piss Sly off, I'm gonna bring some food over.
Okay.
And I was just finishing up my show, Tournament of Champions. And so he said, okay, yeah. He says, Sly says that's cool, but if you're going to cook, can he bring a couple friends? Or he has a couple friends coming over. I said, fine, whatever Sly, but yes, what am I saying?
Of course.
He says, okay. So he's going to have some friends over. I said, how many people? He said, 15 people. I said, okay. So I bring over some Wagyu beef, some things I had, just laying around. Some lobster, some prawns, some prosciutto, some pancetta. Yeah, I brought it over a nice little
beautiful
assortment. Maybe I'm going to make 5 courses. I don't know. I'm sitting there cooking, getting ready, and I'm cooking in Sly's kitchen, which I'm destroying, by the way. I used every single pot and pan he had. And the guy taps me on the shoulder, and he says, excuse me, chef. And by the way, Sly's house is out of a movie.
Okay.
It was almost before Christmas, and there were ornaments like you have on a Christmas tree, gigantic ornaments, 5 feet high, 5 feet wide at his front door on the ground. Right. Just like a gigantic, shiny ornament and gigantic rocking horse. I'm just crazy.
Awesome.
And so I greet you at the door like he's known me for my whole life. Chef, come in, chef. Sly took us into his studio, into his office, took out the Rocky script.
Oh, man.
The Rocky script.
Okay.
And started to read pages.
This is awesome.
Okay. I mean, and I brought one of my buddies.
Yeah.
I brought my buddy Ariel with me. And he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him. And I am just trying, and my wife would give me very clear instructions. Don't geek out.
Right.
Don't lose your shit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sly. This was wonderful. I had to go outside like 5 or 6 times and fucking lose it. So I'm cooking, and there's a guy taps me on the shoulder, and I turn around and he says, excuse me, chef. And I said, yes, champ, Sugar Ray Leonard. What can I do for you?
Oh, my God.
And he goes, we get a picture. Yeah, we can get a picture. Losing my mind.
Yeah.
So everything's cool. Schwarzenegger's there, and I've known Schwarzenegger for a long time. Schwarzenegger's there.
Arnold's there?
And I just seen him at the hotel the day before. And so we always have good banter, always talking about watches, who's got a better watch.
Okay.
He always beats me. So we're all sitting there, and all of a sudden, Sly says, are you ready? And I said, oh, yeah, for what? And he goes, well, just hang on. You're going to be here, right? I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm cooking. And he comes walking in with my all-time favorite.
Who?
He comes walking in with Al Pacino.
Oh, man. Really?
And he says, and he does this whole video. He posts it later. He says, the legends are meeting. The legends? The what? Al walks in. You got to see the video. Because my kids and my wife laugh at it because they can both tell just how lost I am. I mean, just like,
Yeah.
Al's nicest guy in the whole world. Sly, nicest guy. Schwarzenegger, we had the best. Sugar Ray could not have been the coolest guy in the world. I mean, they were all amazing. I cooked this dish for Al, sitting there. And I said, Al, can I get you want. And I wasn't there to cook. I mean, they're like, come on, quit cooking, watch the fight. I said, Al, what do you think? He did this bowl. I made a matriciana, guanciale, the cheek of the pork, really cooked it down, nice bucatini, had these beautiful San Marzano tomatoes. I mean, just really did it nice. And he looks at the dish, looks up and he goes, ooh.
Get out of here.
I said, thank you very much, Al. I walked right out the door. I walked outside and my buddy Ariel followed me. I said, did you just see that? He goes, dude, and seriously, it still gives me goosebumps. It was little kid shit, man. Because I've been an Al Pacino fan forever. I'm a Godfather of my favorite movies in the world. Heat, Scarface, favorite movies in the world. Scent of Woman, all of them. I mean, the guy is so on point. And I will tell you this, that he owns the room when he's there. And he is as unbelievable, he's as cool as you are. And same thing with all of them. So it was an amazing time. Just amazing.
That is so cool. It's just because he's got a great sauce. Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
That was actually a really good impression. But he is he's just a great guy.